Hey guys, the Firebird is here, and it's just me and so funny story, before we begin this video, real quick. I'm at a family barbecue, and the trailer for Kingdom just dropped the same day I had somewhere to be. I'm not saying Netflix has it out for me, but maybe they do. Now, yeah, I don't have my editing software. I'm recording my screen right now, and as you can see, yeah, I'm not gonna be recording the video itself, the trailer. You guys can go check that out by yourself. I'm just gonna talk about some of the interesting stuff that we see here and breaking down the trailer. I analyzed this trailer, checked it 5 times, making sure I got all the details. So this is gonna be one of my more unedited type of videos. It's just gonna be mostly me talking. Sorry if the audio sounds a bit weird. I'm not in my recording studio, and I'm probably not gonna edit this, and this video's gonna go without a thumbnail for most of the day. So I just wanna apologize for that. But yeah, I rambled on long enough. Now I'm gonna talk about the trailer, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of impressed with some of the stuff we see here. I'm very critical of Rooster Teeth, and that's why they don't let me see the Netflix trilogy early, because I've been very critical of it, and they don't like criticism, I guess. But I have always been fair to them. Like, if they do something good, I will mention it. I said that despite the flaws of Everbright, I found a lot of aspects of it quite enjoyable, and I'm just skimming through the images here, just so you guys are not staring at a black screen for too long. And yeah, we start off the trailer with Optimus Prime, as he's surrounded by, oops. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one to watch for you guys. He's surrounded by these sparks, I guess they are, and Optimus Prime is limp, kind of lifeless. I think this is even the same position that we saw him be in Earthrise when him and the other Autobots were basically being hauled off by the mercenaries. And in here, hopefully this doesn't give me copyright, I'll play it real quickly. We see the hand of Elita 1. Now, I don't think Elita 1 survived. I think she's dead, but she's gonna be revived by the end of the show. I mentioned before that with the time travel that's going on, I think we're still gonna get our happy ending where all of the Autobots and the Decepticons who died came back and Cybertron's fixed again. And I think the scene is just I don't think it's anything major except that it's gonna be a direct follow-up to Earthrise, where the Autobots land on Earth with the Ark, and Optimus is having this weird, out-of-body subconscious experience with the sparks and the Leader One, telling him to push on. And yeah, that's really cool and stuff. Now we see the Nemesis, crash land on Earth, and that's awesome. Something that the Netflix trilogy has been really guilty of is reusing assets, not showing a lot of dynamic stuff for understandable reasons. 3D is hard, and hopefully I don't know if you guys heard that, but the parrot just talked. Yeah, my family have a parrot, so ignore that. But the animation here looks gorgeous. I'm gonna give props to Rooster Teeth here. The Nemesis, the imagery of the Nemesis falling down from Earth, it's really, really well done. Okay, what else? Can I play this real quick without getting copyright? Nope. I don't. Yeah, here we have. The Ark has fallen into this canyon. Now, we've seen this scene before in some concept art. And here we see our Autobots. Mirage, Ironhide, Bumblebee, Hound, a bunch of others. And they're very soon gonna encounter the Maximals. Same thing for the Predacons here. Now, something interesting is that we can see Astro Train here, and he's back to being regular size and not gigantic like he was in Siege. So, yeah, that's pretty neat. Oh, the damn parrot. I don't know if you guys can hear in the background, but yeah. Now, if you take a close look at Megatron, you can see that he actually has the Matrix leadership attached to his chest. Now, this is something we already seen from the spoiler packs, the toys for Kingdom. In that spoiler pack, he comes with what's it called? One of the fossilizers who's all purple. I think we're probably gonna see the fossilizers in this series. I don't know. The fossilizers are kind of a gimmick, for the Kingdom portion of the trilogy. Not sure about that, but we might. Since that was on the spoiler pack. What else is here? Okay, they're walking. Okay, Mirage is healing Ratchet. It's not too interesting. I'm trying to like. Okay, here we have Megatron. He has the spark in hand, so this is just him having crash landed alongside the Nemesis. That's pretty neat. The Matrix is pulsating. The planet's there. Let me see what else is here. Oh yeah, and here we have our first look at Air Racer. Now we've seen Air Racer before in that one trailer that Netflix did, and during their live stream a couple of weeks ago, they showcased the trailer, but it was in the background, and we couldn't get a good look at it. It's nice that now we get to see Air Racer in all her glory. She looks pretty neat. Like they nailed the animal designs for this series, which is pretty cool. The Decepticons are here investigating the wreckage. They have detected some intruders getting nearby, like getting close in to the Nemesis, and this is when they encounter the man, the myth, the legend himself, Beast Wars Megatron. Now he looks amazing. Beast Wars Megatron is one of those characters that might be a bit too goofy to translate into live action shows or series like that, because it's a giant purple dinosaur. The Barney jokes are basically running themselves, but he looks magnificent in here. That's pretty neat. And then here we have the Predacons and the Decepticons. They have teamed up and they're hunting down the Autobots. We see RC, who's like in the ground, like damaged and stuff. My guess is that she's gonna be taken prisoner in this season by the combined forces of the Predacons and the Maximal and the Decepticons. I mean, and here we have the Golden Disc. It's being held by Beast Wars Megatron. You can tell because of the mouth, the the dinosaur teeth, and it's very interesting that the Golden Disc is gonna play a role in all this. Because in the original Beast Wars series, the Golden Disc, it's gonna be spoilers for Beast Wars, but if you haven't watched it by now, I'm guessing you're not going to. But in the original series, what the Golden Disc was that it was a message from Megatron from the past, telling the future Decepticons or the Descendants, aka the Predacons, to basically rise up against the Autobots and like talk about solutions as to how they could like still win the war after he and his Decepticons were gone. So my guess is that this is like probably gonna tell them that, hey, go to Earth, in the past, kill the Autobots while they're weak, and just kill the Autobots from the past to secure our future. I think that's more or less what the message is like trying to relay here from the Golden Disc. Next up, we got the scene from Optimus and Magnus. Like they're both in this weird temple with this really weird imagery, and I'm gonna give Drusity credit here. Some of the ideas and some of like the scenes, the cinematography I'm seeing here for Kingdom is actually very interesting. Like I'm very into figuring out what's going on here. Now, Ultra Magnus here is like trying to kill Optimus Prime. I don't think this is the same Ultra Magnus that we saw in Siege, just because that Ultra Magnus had his head chopped off. So if anything, I think this is like an illusion or something, and Optimus Prime is gonna be fighting him. And in case you're wondering, Optimus Prime is still on his Cybertron vehicle mode, not the Earthrise one. Oh my god, the freaking parrot! Yeah, we got Cheeto rolling with the Maximals, and here we have Air Racer fighting Laserbeak. And that's really cool. And honestly, something else I want to point out here, Air Racer is to scale with Laserbeak here. So I'm guessing the Maximals are gonna be up to scale, like in terms of their beast modes. The red modes might be a bit larger to coincide with the G1 characters, because in the original Beast Wars series, basically the Autobots were massive in comparison to the Maximals. So in here it looks like both Maximals and Autobots, aka the Beast Wars cast and the current Cybertron cast are gonna be more or less on like the same height, just like how the toys imply. They're gonna be a little smaller for the most part, but for the most part, nope, sorry about that. They look pretty much on scale, so that's pretty cool. This video is kind of a mess. I want to apologize for that once again. And here we have the monkey fighting Optimus Prime. We got Cheetor, what's his name? Transforming, I keep forgetting the white one's name. Tigatron, yeah. I'm so sorry, this video's all over the place. It's probably gonna be my least popular upload. What else? Yeah, so the Maximals are gonna have a short fight with the Autobots, and that's a cool, screen grab right there. Just the Maximals rolling into battle, that's pretty neat. Dinobot also appears for a little bit. Now this part's interesting. Air Racer is defending Black Arachnia. And what's more interesting is that there's two Scorponaks here. I don't know if Scorponak's gonna get the Seeker treatment, in which there are more than one of him, but it's very interesting that there's two of him. Air Racer here is like protecting Black Arachnia. Black Arachnia in the original Beast Wars series changed size with the Maximals, so it's very likely that something's gonna happen here. And also, if you've been keeping up with some of the extra promotional material for War for Cybertron, it is kind of hinted that she is gonna switch sides. She's gonna switch allegiances. We got our main boy Dinobot here. That's great. I love that. Dinobot was my favorite character from Beast Wars, so seeing him return is fantastic. I really can't wait to see him, and he's probably gonna die again. What else do we have here? Yeah, we saw this in the previous trailer. Optimus Prime was engaging into a fight. There's a small explosion here. We saw this in the trailer that got released not too long ago. Well, the teaser trailer. Optimus Primal's fighting some Seekers. He might fly in this season. Oh, and speaking of Seekers, Starscream betrays Megatron again. And I want to point out, when Galvatron came back from like the future or whatever, why didn't he tell Megatron to get rid of Starscream? It seems like an intentional, oh hey, by the way, Starscream might throw you down into space after you get too much damage. I think it's best to, you know, kill him or something before he does that. I don't know, it's weird. Now Megatron falls here into like the nothingness, and we get what I can only describe as the Arc, or Television 1, whatever you want to call him. I'm pretty sure this is the Arc. Not only does the face look kinda similar, but it's a giant transformer. You can just tell because of like the way they, you know, shot the hand moving throughout the cloud. And he like apparently catches Megatron. I kind of missed this the first few times I was analyzing this trailer. Here you can see his hand clearly catching the falling Megatron. So are Optimus Prime and Megatron gonna team up? I mean, there's no reason for the Arc to try and like save Megatron from that fall or whatever. Unless the Arc wanted to crush Megatron himself. That case, that's pretty neat, I guess. Ooh, sorry about that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna admit defeat. Nemesis Prime is gonna be back. And I said he wasn't, and a lot of you said, "Oh, no, he's gonna be in the Kingdom series for sure." And sure enough, he's here. Same with Galvatron. So I'm guessing these two come from the future or an alternate reality. It's very hard to tell. Like this could just be an illusion, like the Ultra Magnus fight that Optimus was having pretty early on in the trailer. Nemesis Prime gets into like a small engagement with the Maximals, and like they all get like shreked basically. Can we go to that without getting copyright strike? Yep. And then Nemesis Prime pulses anime style, and that's great. And then he like, you know, engages with Optimus Prime. Like he just falls to the ground, like doing a power fist or whatever, and trailer ends. We got like the whole Kingdom War for Cybertron trilogy title mark. And besides that, I think that's about it for this trailer. If I'll be honest, I'm actually kind of impressed with some of the um imagery in this trailer, like some of the cinematography. Oh look, that the Optimus Prime is posing just like his toy. That's great. Yeah, some of the cinematography here looks very good. The character designs for the new characters is great. I do like some of the little details with the Maximals and, well, for the most part, Eraser and Laserbeak being around the same size, more or less. And I do like how they do acknowledge that these guys basically come from the future. So it's a time travel story, and if you guys know time travel stories, everything kind of gets fixed by the end through some kind of magical MacGuffin nonsense, and every damage that was done in the story for the most part gets fixed. So what I'm thinking here is that I do believe that at the beginning, Elita One did ended up dying. It's just like her spark subconsciously reaching out for Optimus Prime. Now, by the end of the story, she's gonna be back with all of Cybertron, and everyone's gonna live happily ever after. I still do believe that's like what they're going for with the whole time travel aspect, because um, I don't think like the Autobots and the Maximals, and by extension, the Decepticons and the Predacons. Oh god, everything wants to interrupt me. Um, want to like, I mean, this is why I have my own recording studio. Because other than that, then I have all of these unnecessary interruptions that are just messing with me. Uh, yeah. Okay, 60 minutes. Okay, it's not too long the video. Sorry about that. Okay. Where was I again? Oh yeah, the Carnage. Yeah, we don't see many Transformers stories where like the Autobots, the Maximals, and the Decepticons, the Predacons meet each other, and like kind of team up. I know the rest of the Beast movie is like gonna change things because we're gonna see like the four factions actually do team up and actually engage openly in the story. But the thing here is that with the whole time travel aspect, I'm very curious to see how much the story deviates from Beast Wars. I mean, it's already deviating by Beast Wars with the whole concept of having both Autobots and Decepticons meet the Beast Wars cast. But at the same time, I'm like, I mean, does that mean, like, let's say if RC dies, Rat Trap stops existing? Because we do know RC's related. I mean, Rat Trap's related to RC. Like RC's like Rat Trap's great ancestor or something. No, it was like the great aunt. Yeah. And I mean, besides that, we already know what the Fetus own characters are. Dinobot is going to more or less repeat his character arc from Beast Wars and join sides, well, at least question this up the Predacon way. And the same thing goes for where is she? Is she over here? Black Arachnia, and I don't want to say Eraser because we don't know what's going on with her, like protecting Black Arachnia, but my guess is that Black Arachnia, is gonna act out of self-interest, and she's gonna help the Autobots and the Maximals because she's well, she was originally born at Proto form, so if the Autobots lose, she's like gone forever. So it kind of just makes sense. But yeah, guys, I know this is probably not my best video out there because I've been going non-stop here and there, and that damn parrot keeps interrupting me. I want you guys to tell me your thoughts on the Kingdom trailer in the comments down below. Oh wow, okay, that's a creepy monkey image. So let's skip that. Do you guys like it? Do you guys not like it? I think it's fine. Like the cinematography, graphics, and everything looks good. It's just that it's Netflix, and like I don't have much hope with them because a lot of people like Siege. I didn't like Siege. I thought Earthrise was fun, but it was still very flawed. I just don't have much hope for Kingdom, especially with the choices in voice acting. Could it be good? Yeah, definitely think so. I think Kingdom has the potential to be the best out of the trilogy, especially with what I'm seeing here. It's a lot of potential, but at the same time, they already like let me down twice, so I don't have much hope for them. But yeah, Anyways, guys, before I go, shout out to our patrons. I can't put your names on the screen, so I'll just shout them out from memory. Patron shoutouts goes to True Blue 712, StitchProductions, Stephani Ballard, Mario Gordon, PredakingHunterPlayz, Scrublordo, and the two big bold patrons, JordanTheGreat and XNewer23. Hopefully I got them all right, because if not, then that's gonna be very awkward, or I hopefully didn't miss anyone. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. So sorry for the way I'm doing this, and I'll see you guys the next one. Bye, guys.